So I got my little chamber mold out here. Made some witness marks. It's pretty closely centered up to where it should be. But there's the relationship, which is actually pretty good, honestly. When you have most engines are running valves side by side like this, but when you kick them to that way, it improves flow, potential for flow. Honestly, the best is side by side like this, but hey, I'll take what I can get. We gotta take what we can get with these old binders. So if you look here, I got it about centered perfect. Let me double check it. The exhaust valve is way up in that head, which is good. We need more exhaust flow. They are angled. This one's slightly angled. I don't know. I'll have to check the angle. This one's definitely angled to the deck. See if I can get it. Definitely an angle from the deck. And it sets in here over top of the deck height. The deck. I've seen guys on some engines clearance the cylinder for the valve to open. Don't know if we have enough material in here. I'd have to check to do something like that. I don't know if we're going to go to that extreme. But I can definitely see my two quench areas right here. The major primary quench is right here. And then the secondary quench off the back. So I want to get quench perfect. So it blows that air from right here and right here into the chamber. Create a whoosh turbulence. The intake gets over here on top of the deck, but not as bad as the exhaust. So I like what I'm seeing. The chamber needs some work. Obviously. Smooth it out. Get rid of some crap. I was thinking about changing valve sizes, but honestly don't know if I should change valve sizes. I know intake. I don't know. I don't know if I should change, but I want to put an insert in that intake valve because they're just ductile hardened. I want an actual insert put in there. I'd like to unshroud them a little bit. Definitely get in here and remove that crap. Here and remove this and this. Transition this over. Transition this over. I might lay this down. I'll probably definitely lay this all down. I'll get on Vizard's, pay YouTube and watch some more videos and maybe even email him. Clean up all this casting. Get in here. Open that up. So we actually used part of the backside of this valve. This back area of these valves. Zero decking might do it. Maybe I should come up with some dome. Off in this area right here. These areas. Up in this chamber. Got plenty. So I got a mill. I marked this one. I got a mill like 1/4 inch off the top of this piston. So I don't have to mill it flat. I can mill a slight dome into the top of the piston if I wanted to. Because, what's this? Oh, I'm against the stop. Slide this over. Yep, that's the stop. There we go. See how much it protrudes? Put this chamber back up here. See that? See how it overlaps? Intake is not as bad. Intake's almost nothing. That's nothing. This, on the other hand, is something. So valve relief right here, valve relief right here, flat here, slight dome maybe, I don't know yet. I have to decide where I want my static compression ratio and where I want my dynamic compression ratio. Should I build this thing up to where pump gas 91 and 93 is what it has to have? And if I want to run boost to it, have to have race or additive gas of some sort? I don't know. All motor, or should I boost it? Because if I did the math on this thing at 8.19 static compression ratio, the dynamic compression ratio should be around 7. Or no, 6. 6 or 7. I'd have to check my notes. But it wasn't that great. It was pretty low. I can adjust that by the closing of the valve. These close 63 degrees past bottom dead center. I don't think many still use that much degree. I think everybody went to 40 or something like that. If you change that, I know a couple of the cams changed it from 63 to 53, which upped the dynamic compression ratio. And they call for no more than 9.5 to 1 compression. But if you plug those cams in with 9.5 to 1 compression or higher, the dynamic compression gets through the roof and you can't run pump gas anymore. So I see why they did that. But my cam's going to be completely custom. Allergies. So what am I going to do on top of this head to get that extra deck for that extra material? Well, I've been thinking about it. And I got 4 of these spare 345 heads. I'm thinking I'm going to come in here and cut this right at the right height. So try to capture these bolt holes and get the amount of chamber or amount of runner that I need to make up that distance. Cut them back here, separate from the center. I gotta cut all these exhausts off. I'm thinking about coming in under here and cutting and taking this whole cast section out on a full head. This will be lower than the rest of it, of course. I'm going to take that whole valve cover mounting section and part of a port off of the bad heads so I can weld them to the other heads. And this head, wonderful enough, I'm going to come in here and strip this plate right here. And looking at welding cast iron, or whatever this material is, and I found guys using cast rod that I found